disagreement.
Hey everybody, this is Dr. Willie Jolly and
This is Dee Taylor Jolley.
And we are the Jolleys here on Happily Married Monday with the Jolleys on Facebook Live. And we are the authors of the book
Make love.
Make Love, Make Money,
Make it last.
and Make It Last. 10 Secrets for Shaping a Great Marriage. And today we are excited about being able to not only share with you tips from the book as we try and do it weekly with strategies to help you win more in your marriage, but we're also very excited about two other announcements. One of them we will focus on, so I'll use that second, but the one that we decided is that we had a tremendous goal-setting event this last weekend here in Washington, and we did something we'd never done before, is to simulcast it. We had a simulcast of one of our live seminars, and I realized something here. I'm doing something wrong. Hey, we y'all are on early. We're on early today. We are live. Well, the reason we're live is
Thank you.
all right, so we're live because we're doing it live today early because I have an event tonight that I've got to go to. So people at 9 o'clock will be able to see the airing at 9 o'clock. So we're live.
Aww.
Thank y'all. Thank you so much. Good to see two of us. Thank you. So we're on live early today because we want to get it done so that we
She'll
can.
replay it. Is that
She'll
how it works?
replay it at 9 o'clock for those who are going to be able to see it at 9, our usual 9 o'clock time. And so thank you for joining us wherever you are. People are joining in, so just hit it. We live now. We're going to rock and roll and go with it as if we were at 9 o'clock, and then we'll re-air it tonight at 9 for those who want to see it. So here are the two announcements.
Oh, nice.
One is we had a goal-setting seminar this last weekend for individuals, and one of the things that came out in our goal-setting seminar was how many people were excited about the potential of having a goal-setting seminar for couples. How to have greater success.
That we set goals as couples.
We
have
set our
individual
goals again.
goals. That's something that we talked about. We set individual goals, which is not easy, by the way. And then after our individual goals are set, we then set couples goals.
We set couples
And that
goals.
was surprising to quite a few people.
Quite a few people were like, wow, you're setting couples goals. Wow. I am amazed at all of the responses we get.
Good morning, sister.
Ooh, hey,
Aw.
Anthony and Sabine Adams.
Phoenix City,
thank
Alabama.
you.
Aw.
Thank you so much. Phoenix City, Alabama. God bless you. So he heard me today on Erica Campbell's show, which I'm about to share more about. So we're going to do, because of the couple success seminar, the goal setting seminar, and all the people there who said, want to learn how y'all set these couples goals, we're going to have a how to have greater success in your money. You're making love, you're making money, and more magic in your relationship. We're going to do that on the first Saturday of February.
So that's right before Valentine's Day.
Right before Valentine's Day.
So you can get together spiritually, physically, emotionally. How about that?
How you like that?
Intellectually.
So you
before
feel,
Valentine's
now we're
Day.
working all the details. So
Yeah.
send us an email if you're interested in this couples magic, creating a magic in your relationships. If you're interested, then send us an email at info@williejolly.com so we can put you in the pool of people that let you know.
I think you should probably spell Willie.
info@WILLIEJOLLEY.com. And so listen in, and we'll be happy to share
So
more.
just say couples info for
Yeah.
couples goal setting.
Yeah,
That's what
for
we're
couples
working
goal
on.
setting. And we're working on it today. We just decided this today. Now, let me tell you why I decided today, because point number 2, which is one of the comments we've already got from Anthony and Sabine Adams. First time on, sir. Heard you on Get Up Mornings
Welcome.
with Erica Campbell, and I'm in Phoenix City, Alabama. Well, here's the bottom line, folks. He already said it. Today, we launched Wake Up and Win with Dr. Willie Jolly on Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell across America. And the phones have been ringing, the emails have been coming in, the social media has been blowing up because people were excited not only about the new show that is airing every day now at 8:20 a.m. Eastern Time, 7:20 a.m. Central Time across America on Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell, but I also did an interview, and the interview was really well received. I talked about my pastor, John Kenneth Jenkins Sr. What's up, Pastor Jenkins? You know, we love you, and we are supporting all you do because you support us, and we are so grateful for all you do for us and how you continue to encourage us to do all God has for us to do, Dee and I. And so we also want to shout out to Kathy Hughes and everyone at Urban One who made this possible by inviting me to be a part of Urban One. So today was the launch of this new show. We are going national. And so one of the things that we're going to play off today was Erica Campbell does a segment at 9 o'clock, or the fourth hour of the show, at 10 minutes after 9 at Eastern Time. I think it's 10 minutes after 8 Central Time, about love talk. And today, as I was new to the show, I listened into the show, and she talked about teaming up in marriage, how you team up to win in marriage. And I said, you know what? What a great topic for us to talk about tonight, that we actually touch on that topic in the book.
But we actually do it.
We actually do. We team up. We've been married, for those who are first timers.
We are a team.
We are a team. We've been married for going on 35 years. As of June, we'll be 35 years.
June 28th, I remember.
We haven't had it. June 28th, you did good.
Thank you.
June 28th, we're 35 years. We haven't had an argument in over 33 years. Now, those first couple of years were like World War III, but we learned some principles from some wise teachers and wise mentors that helped us to learn how to have a successful marriage and a great relationship and to be like newlyweds. And that's what we are. So we are grateful, we're excited that we now can share those principles. And one of them was how to team up to win. And I
think specifically if you say team up for us, to team up in business. So personally, yes.
Yes.
And when you made the comment, or almost 27 or 28 years ago, to your association, National Speakers Association, that you were excited about having your wife come to work with you, the response was, don't do it. It will destroy your marriage.
Many people told us that.
Yes.
Yep.
But it didn't.
It did not. It did not. We've gotten stronger because we have systems. And that's what we want to share with people, about systems for anything. If you want to lose weight, you get on a diet or a lifestyle system to lose weight, rather than just a yo-yo thing where you're up and down, you're up and down. You get on a system that's consistent, whether you eat a certain time of the day. If you got exercise, a system. If you want to have a successful marriage, we found that there are systems. For anything successfully done, a system can be established. We got a system for disagreeing. We don't agree all the time, do we?
No, we don't.
Okay.
Let's go to...
All right, let's go to...
how to agree about disagreeing.
All right.
That really is chapter 6 in our book, Make Love, Make Money, and Make It Last. And it's very apropos right here, right now, because we are together about 20 hours out of the day.
Yep. We gotta... So agree about disagreeing. In every disagreement in marriage, remember this one important truth. My spouse is my partner, not my enemy. We will win together or we will lose together. We are a team.
So we're in this boat together.
That's a quote from Dave Willis. So we are in this boat together, and hey, Corey Mosley and his beautiful bride.
Hi.
From Richmond, Virginia.
Their team.
And their team who encouraged us to share this book with even more people, because they were two of the early adapters of the book and encouraged us. So Corey and Ziamora, Xiomara, and so they encouraged us about how the book inspired them, and they learned so much from the book about each other. They've been married 15 years. That encouraged us. So thank you, Corey. So here's what we want to say. We're a team. Corey and his wife are a team. We work together. We travel together. We do everything together. And we stay married. And not only did we stay married, we've gotten even closer. Mm-hmm. We talk about everything. So what are the systems that we want to share with you as we tell you how to grow your marriage and how to grow your success in marriage and how to be a team? Well, one of the things I love Erica Campbell discussed this morning was that she and her husband, they work together, they do a lot together, even though she had Mary and she has her single solo recording career. He produces the records. They work on the television and radio programs together. They do a lot of things together as a couple, and they have children. I think they have 3 children. And so our children are grown, but we still have grandchildren. And even with grown children, here's something I want y'all to know. With grown children, you still got to parent them. Now, it changes.
A little differently.
It changes. As one of my friends said, you got 3 levels of parenting. You got coach, where you teach them how to walk, you teach them how to eat, you teach them how to be proper in social settings. Then you go from a coach to being a cop. you checking on them, making sure they're doing what they're supposed to do at school, making sure as a teenager is that they where they say they're going to be, doing what they say they're doing. You become a cop. So you go from the coach to the cop to the consultant. And that's where you're an advisor. And that's what we are in our life of our children.
I think that's pretty hard. I think that's harder than being the coach.
Yeah.
Because when you're the coach, you can
tell them this is
correct
and
them
here's what you got to do and do it like this. When you're a consultant, you got to just give them your advice. Sometimes
and
they
be
take
prayerful.
it and
so
be prayerful.
You're on your knees a lot more.
Well, I was on my knees a lot too as a cop. Okay, I was on my knees a whole lot as a cop. But as they grow up, hopefully you've poured into them. Train up a child the way they should go, and then when they're grown, they'll go that way. They don't always go immediately, but I believe that it's in them and it's in there, and we continue to pray and encourage them to make wise choices. Now,
let's get back to the equivalent of chapter 6, where we actually agree about disagreeing.
Yes, chapter 6. So when I was listening to Erica this morning, for those who might be just joining us, I joined the Erica Campbell Get Up Morning with Erica Campbell show this morning as part of the morning team every day now at 8:20 and 7:20 Central, 8:20 Eastern. I'll be sharing a Wake Up and Win with Dr. Willie Jolly message, and I'll be on live occasionally. Now, here's what I wanted to share with you, that she talked about how she and her husband team up together to win, and that's what we want people to do in their relationship, win, and how they come with different perspectives. The mother has a perspective, the father has a perspective, the female has a perspective, the male has a perspective, and how they have to be a solid team in business decisions. They can discuss them, they can talk about them, they don't always have to agree.
So communication becomes key.
Communication, and how respect is so critically important. I respect my wife's opinion. So in the book, we talk about the fact that there are going to be times when we have to make some difficult, tough choices. And in those times, how do we have a system that works? Well, we talk about in the book how when I was growing up, my mom and dad, my dad would be driving the car, my mom would be in the passenger seat, and my dad would be driving the car. And when I was growing up, we had a 1956 Chevy. Now, that meant that there was a mirror on the driver's side and a rear view mirror, but there was not a mirror on the passenger side in a 1956 Chevy. It was only a rear view mirror over here and a rear view mirror up there. Well, they'd be driving down the highway, and there's always a blind spot for the driver. And so my dad would say to my mom, "Can I get over?" And she would roll that window down, and she'd stick her head out the window, and she'd say either yes or no. Now, if she said yes, then he would respond accordingly. If she said no, he'd keep driving. Now, here's the message. She became his trusted advisor. And he made his decisions based on the advice of someone he trusted. That's how we handle a lot of our decisions, business and family. She's my trusted advisor. So if she says, I think you should go this way, I'm going to take her advice in what we call in a weighty way. I got to weigh this. This is weighty material. I've got to really say, okay. And 9 times out of 10, hey, David Robinson, good to see you. And so I'm going to listen to her advice because she's my trusted advisor. That's how we work together. That's one of the tips on how we work together to have a successful marriage.
But a trusted advisor is something which is earned.
Yes, because you have shown over time.
I have demonstrated over time.
That's right, that I can trust you.
Exactly.
So that's why it's important that you work on your communications and you work on being honest with each other. Trusted. Okay. Honest.
Being able to communicate.
Yes.
Clearly what is going on with you. What are you thinking? What are you feeling? And being able to receive that without being judgmental.
That's right.
Oh, I like something. I have something that Dr. Tony Evans, whom I love, prolific writer, a pastor, and he's the host of The Alternative.
Urban Alternative.
The Urban Alternative, which is a radio broadcast that I started listening to when I was taking William to school, elementary school, 20-some years ago. And Dr. Tony Evans says, people are afraid to tell each other what they really think. And he's like, well, why are you afraid to say to your spouse what you really think? We are afraid of becoming emotionally vulnerable.
Well, what does that mean?
I never really thought about it like that.
Well,
so
what does it mean?
What does it mean to be emotionally vulnerable? It's allowing your spouse to see who you really are, expressing your hurts, what causes you pain, what causes you shame, and then explaining why you're feeling that way.
And it's fine that it's very challenging often for men to share their hurts with their wife. Often we'll find when we tell people, we think it's important that when your feelings are hurt, rather than getting angry, stalking off, or suppressing it, or not discussing it, what you do is you say, my feelings were hurt. You hurt my feelings.
But it's not macho. That's what the research says.
That's right.
But a lot of times the men clam up and they don't really say that this makes me feel bad for fear that the wife will think that they're weak.
But
so they work at being macho.
Now let me ask
when
you a
they're
question.
hurting on the inside.
Do I tell you when my feelings are hurt?
Sometimes I think you tell me your feelings because you want me to hurry up and say, oh, I'm so sorry, sweetheart.
But I tell her because I realize that she's my best friend. And she is my partner. And so let's get this dealt with. Let's be honest. Let's not withhold information. Because
so when you share how you're feeling, the other person, the spouse, has to not use that as leverage against them.
That's fair. But we want to be fair. We in this to win. That's, I think, the issue is we're in this to win together. We want to win together as a couple. We want to win in our family. We want to win in our finances. We want to win with our children. We want to win with our business. We want to win with every part of our life. And that takes us being on the same wavelength. And that we are a team. We are not enemies. It's not me versus her. It's us. It's not me, you. It's we. We are in this to win. And if we win, then we have greater personal and professional success. So we talk about it. And we talk about it. Now, how do we think there's a way to get to? What's the system? Well, let me read a quote to you from our friend John Morgan. Now, John Morgan was with me on the Get Motivated tour. He was part of the Get Motivated for many years. I was on the Get Motivated tour where I was honored to replace Zig Ziglar when he passed away. So it was myself and Les Brown and Tom Hopkins and Damon John and so many great speakers. I could go on. But Here's what our friend John Morgan, he was opener of the tour. He's the #1 George W. Bush impersonator in the country, and he toured with us on the Get Motivated tour. He says he and his wife Kathy have a unique system for solving problems. The foundation of their system is that they don't attack each other, rather they attack the problem together. Each problem that they face, they visualize throwing the problem on the other side of an imaginary net. Once the problem is on the other side of the net, the problem becomes the opponent rather than each other. With this approach, they work on solving the problem, not fighting each other. We recommend you try this approach in deciding to work as a team. Even on items you disagree on, you will experience more peace and happiness. Wow.
So you're fighting a common enemy and not each other.
Not a common enemy, not each other. That's the problem, not each other the problem. Let's figure out what the problem is, and let's figure out how we can win in the midst of this problem. So again, I want to encourage you to understand, as Erica Campbell talked about this morning, and we're kind of dovetailing on her whole premise that successful marriages are successful teams. And that if you are pulling at different directions and different agenda, that team's going to lose, like any other team. It takes teamwork to make the dream work. Am I right about it?
Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's right. We work together. That's why we set our goals and our dreams. You know, a goal is a dream with a deadline. So we set our goals.
But you have to know who you are individually before you can come together and set goals as a couple.
I think that's most important. And so she sets her personal goals,
Yes.
where she wants to make money, her health goals, and so forth. And I set my personal goal, and then we set our our corporate goals, our couple goals.
And then we have business goals. So we're really doing 3 things.
Yeah. So we set goals, and goals work. That's why we've been
why
so
do goals
big.
work?
Why do goals work? Because it's hard. Okay, well, here's the reason. If I gave you all a baseball, and I said, well, there's a wall close to you, hit the wall. Could you hit the wall? Sure, you can hit the wall. Now, if I blindfolded you to turn you around 10, 20, 30, 40 times till you were dizzy and you couldn't see the wall, is it still easy to hit the same wall you just hit before you were blindfolded? No. Why not? Because you can't hit what you can't see. And you can't hit what you don't know. So if you want to hit something, you need to know it. It needs to be clear in your mind. That's why goals work.
You need to have clear focus. You need
A target.
to know where you're going. You need to know when do you need to get there.
Yep.
And then what steps, what blueprint, what roadmap do you need to get to your destination?
That's right. It's like a GPS for success. The clearer you know where you're going and your destination, the quicker you can get there, and the faster you can achieve those goals. GPS for success. That's what a goal is. And the great relationships have goals together. Now, I want to make one big clarity that we make in here, that we don't encourage you to set a goal to stay married. No. We encourage you to make a commitment to stay married and set a goal on the things you do once you're married. Why is that? Because goals are things you shoot for. You might not hit them, but if you don't hit it, you can try again. See,
Or you adjust it.
Or you adjust it. Now, people who make a goal to stay married and they don't hit it, they give up. But if you make a promise, which I made to her, I made a promise, a commitment, that I am in it for life and that we will work through the problems. We will work through the challenges. I told her when we got married, divorce was not an option. The only way out of this was she had to die. Or I had to die. Somebody had to die. Somebody got to die. Okay. But that's the only way out of this, because we're in it for life. And so we've had all sorts of challenges with children, blended families, finances, loved ones getting sick, and so forth, financial issues, disagreements. But we work through them because we're committed to it. So don't set a goal to stay married. You get committed to your marriage. You promise and you say, this is it. And you work through it. And then you
you'll be motivated.
Gotta get it done. And then you set some goals that y'all can work together on. Some big, lofty goals. Where you want to go on vacation. What kind of places you want to see around the world. What you want to leave as a legacy.
Where are you going to live in 10 years?
Yeah, where are you going to be in 10 years?
Here's something to be mindful of. So we're talking about setting goals. So there's the yearly goal, so you can plan out. But then there's the decade goal.
That's what we worked on the other day.
We're in a new decade. Where do you want to be 2029?
The end of 2029. That's one of the things we talked about the other day.
And that's what we're working back from.
That's right.
That's exciting.
And we had so many people at the seminar who said that was new thinking. Because most people set a yearly goal. If they set goal, we said this time I want you to set a decade goal. I want you to set a decade goal. Now let me tell you why. Because there's some thinking that we shared, and I shared at the seminar, that the indigent think day to day. How can I survive today? What kind of shelter can I stay in tonight? Or we got a sign that says I need enough food to get by today. They think day to day. The poor think month to month. Did the welfare check come on time? Did the food stamps come on time? Did what kind of programs they are and get the housing authority? Whatever. 30 days. The middle class think year to year. Did I get a cost of living raise this year? Am I going to raise this year? Am I going to keep my job this year? Did I get a new contract this year? The rich think decade to decade. And then the uber wealthy think generation to generation to generation. The Bible says a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children's children. So they're 3 generations deep. That's what we are trying to help people get to. Now, we don't expect somebody who's indigent to get to uber wealthy thinking. That's not rational or expected. But if we can get the indigent to think 30 days, and we get the 30 days to think yearly, and the yearly to think decade, and the decade to think generation.
So it's a mindset.
It's a mindset shift, little
and
by
that
little.
Is quite an aha.
Yep.
So you're talking about. We all know people who are thinking just day to day.
That's right.
We have relatives.
That's right. Who think day to day.
Who thinking day to day, and can I get $1 from you?
Yep. So we want to help people raise their thinking, raise their level of thinking.
And those who think month to month.
That's right. And if we can get them to do that, we're on their way. So let's get them going. So here's what I want to say to everybody, that we are grateful. We're doing it early today because we've got an event tonight that people want to celebrate this new show that I launched today on national radio, on Radio 1, Urban 1, with Erica Campbell and Griff on Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell. Thankful for all of you who are tuning in. I said it would be at 9 o'clock, but then I realized we had this event tonight. So this will re-air at 9 o'clock, and so everybody at 9 o'clock, who usually on 9, will be able to get it. But also, we want to say greetings to everybody who's tying in who heard me on Erica Campbell today, and we are grateful. So thank you, everybody. Listen tomorrow morning to the Erica Campbell, Get Up Mornings Erica Campbell show, wherever you are in America. You can also hear it online. At 8:20, I share a Wake Up and Win message.
Is it Get Up with Erica Campbell? And how do they do that online? Where do they go?
Yeah, they get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell. Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell. Look online, Google that, and it'll take you there. Okay. All right. And there's also an app on your phone you can get that you can.
Is the app?
Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell.
Oh, okay. Okay. I did not know that.
Yeah. So again, for those who are new, we want you to get the book, Make Love, Make Money, Make It Last. We recommend couples. We recommend you get 2 copies, one for you and one for your significant other. Read it together at the same time, at the end of each chapter, talk about the learning points, something you learned, the notes you took in the margins, the questions that came up in your mind, things that you didn't know. We thank Corey and Ziamara for sharing that with us and how helping us do that. And then we've got the audio version of the book now. So we got 7 discs that you can play in your car. Then we've got the live seminar that is 2 CDs. And last but not least, we got the workbook. My wife has notes all over it, but this is the workbook. And it's dynamite and so forth and so on. Now, last but not least, we said earlier that we had a discussion today. We realized so many people have asked about a seminar, and we did the first goal-setting seminar we've ever done simulcast on last Saturday. It was such a tremendous response that now we decided let's do a similar one for couples. So we're going to do it in February, and we want to see if you want to join us. How you like that? So send us an email at info@williejolly.com if you want to be part of our seminar as we roll it out, put the details together. Wherever you are in the country, you'll be able to access it in your PJs if necessary, but you can grow your marriage. The seminar is going to be called Make Love, Make Money, Make Magic. Woo, 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 woo. Super Saturday seminar. Make love, make money, and make some magic
He's such a
in
character.
your relationship. So I hope that this is all good for you. Hope everybody enjoyed today. Sorry we had to do it a little earlier than usual.
I think we got a whole different group of people.
I think so. We got a lot of people we had. So thank you for sharing. And for those who are usually here at 9 o'clock, you can watch it at 9 o'clock. We'll repost it and replay it. I want to thank you. I want to thank my wife, my best friend. I told her one day, I said, I kept looking for somebody I could live with till I found somebody I couldn't live without.
He knows all the right things to say.
I love her.
He gets lots of benefits.
I do get good benefits. I get great benefits, and that's one of the reasons why I recommend husbands and wives read the chapter about sex in the book. Sex, headaches, and other lies. So read that chapter. It tells women what men need. It tells men what women need.
Don't.
I ain't gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there yet.
We're over time.
Oh, we're over time. We got to go. We see y'all later. Jolly out.
Jolly out.